Welcome back. This is Montes, and right now I'm going to do a bit of homework. And what we're going to be working on is the Packet Tracer 7.3.2.7, which is the homework assignment, as you'll see up here as well. So this homework assignment is called the Packet Tracer Cable a Simple Network. As I'm going to do, this is more or less a tutorial. So basically, we're doing this more or less the first time, so unscripted, untrained, so on and so forth. I have some idea what we're doing, so forth, since I'm taking this class and so forth. So let's see, where are we? Oh yes. So before we go on, this is more or less like a tutorial on how to use the software system. So here at the bottom you have all the devices and so forth that you can put into this world environment that's right here. Like for example, you have network devices, end devices, which is like basic computer devices and so forth, like laptops, desktops, servers, what is this, printers, right down here I'll tell you what it is. Servers, right, you click here and it says server PD, right, and so forth. And I don't see any crockpots here, but anyways, we have other devices here that I'm not really familiar with, wiring and cabling, and miscellaneous things as well. And then the cloud, I think that's a cloud, multi-user. Yeah, that would be, I think, would be considered a cloud. Anyways, so let's cancel that. Close this. All right, let's open up our objectives. Like in any other game, we have an objectives to defeat whatever. Anyways, objectives. Develop an understanding of the basic functions of Packet Tracer. Create a simple network with 2 hosts. A host is, like I said, a host can be a laptop, a desktop, a cell phone, a radio. Well, not really. Well, if it's a wireless internet radio, yes. A crockpot. There's a whole news about hacking into crockpots, stealing people's devices and information. Anyways, observe the importance of using the correct cable type to connect PCs. Hint. This is a really important hint. Hint. To ensure that the instructions always remain visible during an activity, click the top check box on the lower left corner of this instruction window, so it should be here. Very useful. So this is always on. Oops. There we go. So it's always on. So if I put this up, it's going to be on top of this window. And as you can see, recursion. Anyways, click here, it stays on top. Alright. Where were we? Let's see. Okay, step 1. Create a network diagram with 2 PCs. Right? So at the bottom left corner of the Packet Tracer screen display icon that represents devices, categories, and such groups such as routers, switches, and end devices. Which would be end devices. Here we go. Routers, switches, and devices. Move your cursor over the device category to show the names of the categories in each box centered between the rows devices, which is basically use your mouse, do this, and then on the little box down here I'll tell you what it is, or you can type it in as well. But right now I think we're gonna go for end devices, right? Between end devices, to select the device, select the device in a category. Once the device category is selected, the option within that category appears in the box next to the category listing, blah blah blah. Okay, a lot already. Let's jump to it. Okay, step A. Select the end device from the options at the bottom left corner. Duh. Way ahead of me. Drag and drop 2 generic PCs, PCPT, into the logical workspace. This is the logical workspace, right? So 2 generic PCs, which would be these. So drag, drop. Or I can click on it. 0, 1. Here we go. 0, 1. Alright. Select communications from the bottom left corner. Communications. Wait a minute. Let's see. Select connections. What am I reading? Connections. Okay. Choose a copper straight through cable type. So which would be this one. Straight through. You can see at the bottom, as I say, it's like right here it says. Right? Does it say? There, you see? Okay. And then it says, click the host PC0 and assign the cable to the Ethernet connector. So PC's cable, right? Click. and then it says Ethernet fast Ethernet 0, right? Here we go. We got our cable, long cable. All right, where's the step? Click a second host, PC1, to assign the cable to fast cable connector. So you click. So keep in mind, I'm doing left click. I don't think there is any use for right click. Also, if you put your mouse over a device, it gives you a bit of information. Something that you'll notice. It's going to be very useful later on. Okay, and then fast Ethernet 0. Right? Okay. Red dot indicates an incorrect cable type. Why do you make me go? Oh, anyways. Oh, it's because it's showing what is correct and incorrect. And also it's going to tell us how to use these devices as well. Okay. Incorrect cable type. Click the red X on the right side of the packet tracer. This will allow you to delete the straight through cable. So we click on this, and then it says choose. No, hold on. Move the cursor cable and click on the cable. So click there. Done. Alright. Now the copper crossover. The copper crossover would be this one. Alright. Copper crossover cable. Move the cursor cable and click on the cable. Okay, here we go. Cross cable. Click the host device. So PC0. So we're using the copper cross cable, right? And PC0 assign cable to fast Ethernet connection. So we're gonna do the same thing as we did up here, but this time we're gonna do the one. So we'll go 1 fast, 2 fast, and done. Now they're green. All right. And click Ethernet. The green dots at the both end indicate that the cables are correct. If they don't show up yet, you can always do is since it's set up on real time, you just fast forward the time and hopefully that will pop out. Also keep in mind that at the end, something else I wanted to show. At the end, if we skip or mess something up, we can always go back here and check the results. And I'll show you that at the end. Right now, we're going to just go to step 2. Here, step 2, configure host names and IP addresses on the PC. Keep in mind that what we're doing right now can be done in real life as well. As in, I could use this could be my computer and this could be my brother's computer across the room over there. And I could do the cabling to connect between the two computers, but I'll need a correct cable to do so, or else. Anyways, where were we? Click PC0. A PC0 window will appear. So we click on that. Here we go. That is our PC. You can actually zoom in and look at it. So it has a CD drive, a floppy drive. I don't know why they have a floppy drive. And then down here, a couple of other devices as well. We can click on these and interact with them, but we're not going to do that right now. Let's see, PC, and select configuration tab. The config tab would be this one. Also, it has a display. Look at that. Icons that you can go on there. There's no games here, unfortunately. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, let's see. From the PC window, change the PC display name to PCA. Right here, we're gonna PCA. PC dash capital A. Wait, where's the dash? Dash. There we go, dash. Select Ethernet 0 tab on the left. So Ethernet tab here, right? And then left. Type IP 192.168.11. We can just Control C to copy it, and the subnet. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be type in the IP address. So the IP address is going to be right here. This is our computer's address. So paste. There we go. And then I think that should do it automatically. Yeah, it does it automatically. If not, you can also copy and paste it, but always double check just to make sure it doesn't give something different, because sometimes it does it automatically, but it's not what the instruction is telling you to do. So on the IP configuration section, okay, we got that down. Close the PC configuration window by selecting the X on the upper right window. Yeah. Okay. Now click PC1. Open, and we're going to do practically the same thing here as we did up here as well. So we're going to go to here, open here, go to configurations, right? So select Windows, select configurations, and then we're going to change this to -T. Now select fast Ethernet, which would be 0 here, And then it says type in this. So we're gonna just copy and paste instead of typing it all down. Control C, here, Control V. And then that should do it automatically. Sometimes it doesn't, I remind you. Okay, on the IP configuration. In the IP configuration, so the subnet mask is the IP configuration here. Subnet mask section. Okay, click the PCA and then click desktop. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so we have a text editor. We can send emails, but it's the emails within the network that we have set up. Remember that that an internet is a network, and a network is a connection between between two devices, two or more devices. So right now we have a network, and we can send emails through the network to other devices as well. But that would be something else. I'm digressing. Anyways, where were we? PC desktop icon. Okay, click command prompt. Here we go. Ooh, CMD. All right, let's see. Command prompt. Where are we? Here we go. Type ping 1672 blah blah blah. This we can actually do on computer. So if you go down here and click on the start menu, you can actually go here. I put it on my fast menu here, and I put it command prompt right here. So almost all the computers will have the command prompt. Right now, I will stop digressing. Paste. Wait. Oh yeah. Anyways, I forgot. So we copy this. Control C. We'll undo this. Oh, paste. Oh, paste. There we go. Ping. And enter. And done. There we go. This is the address of the other computer. Alright. Close the PC configuration window by selecting the X on the upper right hand corner. So before I do that, let me quickly explain this. This is basically sending another ping, ping, and it's doing that to try to detect whether it has a connection to the other computer. Because in reality, we will be able to have an actual cable that connects devices with little lights on it. It's mostly either underground or other places like that. You can use this when you go to the command prompt and type it in. You can say ping yahoo.com and it'll give you the same kind of results as this. Well, similar results. And there could be a little bit of packet loss in the process that you see here when you do it in real life. This is simulated, so you'll never have any loss. Okay, so we're gonna close this window, right? Close, selecting the window right corner. All right. Here we go. Connect the computer to a switch. Now we're gonna make our network a lot more complicated here. So delete the copper cross cables. Well, we're gonna use this device. You can also, let's see, do you want to select, cancel. Click on, here we go. Click on this because I had this highlighted. So we had to unhighlight this and then go like this, done. That, anyways, let's see. Select switches from the options at the bottom left corner. Okay, so switches, bonus, miscellaneous, should be here. Devices, would it be in devices? Hold on. Let's see, select switches from the options in the bottom left corner. Network device, end devices, components, miscellaneous, connections, multi-user, where are switches? This be considered switches? Yeah, the network devices is considered switch. Yeah, let's see. Like I said, we're working on this. Drag and drop a switch into large switch. Select switches. Okay. Here. Smart devices, generic wires, components. Be down there. End devices, home, smart city, industrial, grid. Let's see. It here. Let's see. We can, if we can't find it, we can always type it in here instead. So 2960. There we go. There's our switch. I don't know where that device is, but here is our switch. Drag and drop it. Here we go. So if I can't find it here, I can always just type it down here. Oh yeah, there it is. Switches. Why didn't I see that? Anyways, there we go. Switches. So yeah, if you can't find it, you can always type it in here and it'll come out. This is quite nice to play with on your own time to create your own networks and so forth, but it has an extremely high learning curve because you need to know what each device is for. And there's a lot of devices and a lot of different things you can tweak and manipulate and enjoy with. Anyways, into the logical workspace, we got our switch right here. Select connections from the bottom left corner. So we're gonna go to connections once again, and now we're gonna use a choose copper straight through. So the difference between a copper straight through and a crossover cable is the copper straight through connects a host to a server or a provider. As for a crossover, a copper crossover connects two computers together. And there's another one, a rollover, but we may or may not go and explain that. We'll explain that some other time. So copper connections, crossover, right? Copper cross through now, and cable, and click on the host PCA and assign the cable to Ethernet connection. So go here, Ethernet. Click on the switch. Switch 0 selects connection port 1. Oh yes, now we're gonna get more complicated. Connect to, because here, voila, we have a humongous selection. Because the switch, unlike a computer that only has one or two Ethernet connections, a switch has multiple Ethernet connections. There we go. And like I say, it's gonna take a little while for it to turn green. We can fast forward it, but we'll ignore it for now. It'll turn green in a minute. Anyways, let's see. Right. So click on the copper straight through cable and select B. Okay. So we're gonna do once again copper straight through. So select cable B to the internet connection. So connect this 0, and this one. Let's see, to switch. And this time we're gonna put it to 0 2. Oh, you see it turned green. So we connect this, and the 0 1 has disappeared because it's being used by the PCA. There we go. And this one in a moment will turn green as well. All right. Now click on PCB. Go to the desktop tab. Click PCB. We're at the desktop. Nice. Command prompt. Right. And then ping this address. This address is to the other computer. So this one is a direct connection to the computer, and this time we're actually going to make a connection through this switch. Paste. Oh, right click, paste. Here we go. So this is going from one direction to this going in another direction. So let's enter. And you can see there's a slight differences in bytes and so forth, because it's actually passing through the server, which is why it takes a little bit longer than usual. So you can see 6242 milliseconds, this one's 17, and then 111. Alright, where were we? So we have made a ping to the other computer. Click on check results button at the bottom of this instruction window to verify the topography is correct. Your completion should be 100%. The assessment items tab shows the scoring of each item in the activity. So we're gonna close this for now. Close this, and we're gonna check the results. This is activities incomplete. Please try again. So assessment is doing this. So we've noticed there are some few inconsistencies here. I wonder why. Connect to Ethernet 0. Let's see. What is going on here? We are going to close and we're going to figure out what is going on here. Did we make some few changes? Get this correct. So we're going to see switches. Don't get too hung up on this. If you can explain to the professor if it's correct or not, it's fine. I will leave a description. I'll leave in the description. I'll leave the channel in which my teacher is working on. And that's the person I'm talking to, referring to this. But technically, we should have done everything that it says. They're like, don't worry, it may be incorrect. So fast Ethernet connections, port B address. So it may be, let's see, PC, go here. We're gonna double check this. So we're gonna go to configurations. Let's see, Ethernet global. Oops, I'm closing everything. Let's see, Ethernet. settings. Here we go. Settings. The physical settings. Base internet. There we go. So let's see. We're gonna go up and double check that this is all correct. If not, it may be incorrect. PC2 internet address PC2 525. Yeah, it seems correct. When it comes to the IP address, it's a static and so forth. So basically, when it comes to this, the IP address is already correct. And then connect to fast internet connection type and so forth. So as I said, don't get too hung up with this. You can explain to the teacher what's going on and he can probably double check. But technically, we did everything that is corrected on the description. You can always go back here and double check. Usually it has to do with the file itself that has issues with it. But don't worry. We did everything well. And if you have any questions, don't forget to ask the professor. You have a couple other tools here as well that can help you figure out some things up here. We'll learn that later. But anyways, I thank you for checking this out. Oh, it took 22 minutes to finish this assignment. That's not that bad. Anyways, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, check out the other description. I play a lot of other games. I actually quite like the Packet Tracer, and I'd like to make more of these assignments because it reminds me of hackers. Anyways, that's another game and some other time. Anyways, see you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I keep repeating that. And check the description underneath for other channels and so forth and so forth and activities. Anyways, see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.